Hey guys, Hat Creature here. We're going to be looking first off at the trailer for the upcoming game VHS, a 1v4 asymmetrical multiplayer game in the vein of Dead by Daylight. But this, unlike the other games that have come before, may actually hold up and be its competition. So we're going to look at the trailer first, and then we're going to hop over to a huge gameplay thing where I'll talk more about it. So here we go. The whole premise is a video store, a VHS. I love VHS movies. I grew up on those. the, the sneaking animations are so cute. Oh wow. Ah, oh, the music, man. Oh man. This is so beautiful and colorful. Nice. Okay, so that's the trailer. So I was born in the 90s, but since I grew up in the 90s, all the movies I watched were from the 80s. So they beautifully captured the 80s aesthetic. The dancing, the outfits, the colors, the music is perfect. I love it. So now we're gonna go into a gameplay, and we'll just get a little bit more. So basically, how this game works is you'll be playing as four survivors or as the monster. Now, right now, I believe there are three monsters. We have Dollmouth, which I'm personally excited for. We have the Werewolf and the Wart. It's actually an acronym, but it's basically a sea monster. There it is, right there. Yeah, I don't like the acronym WORT because since there aren't many good pictures of the wort, I didn't know what the wort was until I read the acronym. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm not telling you what the acronym stands for because I don't remember what it is. But anyway, yeah. So, as far as competition goes, first off, before I go into the goal, I'm going to go straight into the Survive with Friends. The biggest thing about any game is playing with friends. Hell, Aliens Fireteam has been heralded as an awesome game when you're playing with friends. So, as it comes to Survive with Friends, when it comes to competing with Dead by Daylight, you don't need to be on comms in order to get all the information you need. You don't need to be in a group. This game actually has built-in voice chat, I believe. But there's also pointers, little tiny things. You can point out objectives. You can point out the killer. Uh, you can point out where you are, and just having that information, just having the ability to point out where the killer is, pointing out what weapon you have on you, because as you can see, certain survivors, when they have their own weapon, everyone can see what they have. So everyone knows what each other's crafting, everyone knows what everyone else is doing, and everyone knows where the other killer is. That's information. You know what kind of information we have at Dead by Daylight? Nothing. Unless you actually look around in depth. Where are the totems? I don't know. Where are my teammates? I don't know. Where's the killer? I don't know. Oh, look, the killer's over there because they hooked somebody. Nice. I'm just going to sit on my objective for 2 minutes doing nothing. What about this game, though? What is the objective? The objective is pretty straightforward, actually. Defeat the other opponent. Defeat the opposing faction. That's it. All the monster has to do is down all 4 players. He doesn't have to kill them. Just get them laying on the floor. Give them a good old butt smack, face palm. Are you on the ground? Hell yeah. You stay there. I'm gonna go shit your friends down too. That's it. You can kill them though, of course. Survive with friends, the group, I don't know what their faction is called. I'm just going to call them kids. All the kids have to do is defeat the monster. How they defeat the monster is there are 4 different weapon types. There are multiple weapons for each type, but you only need to hit the monster with 1 of each type. I believe it's fire, electricity, curse, and purify. Which is actually pretty cool. So the survivors, the kids, do fight back. And that's their only objective. There are crafting stations all around the maps. There are 2 crafting stations for each type, so there are a whole bunch of them. Some maps are small, some maps are big. Everyone knows what the other one is crafting, and everyone knows what weapon has already been used on the monster as well because of the HUD on the top. And the monster knows that as well. So if he's been struck by the lightning gun right there, then everyone knows that they don't have to use that anymore. Now, as you can see, they actually tried to use Purify and Shock on the monster. I don't think they quite accomplished both of those, but, they tried. And you can fail. So it's not an instant win if all 4 survivors immediately craft the weapon, because you can miss. This monster in particular actually has armor, and you'd have to break the armor with your weapon before you can use that same weapon to actually apply the damage. So that's cool. There are protections in place. Now, what if you just don't want to play the game? What if the survivors aren't fighting back? What if they're just trolling, running around and hiding in a corner, not wanting to play the game? There's no timer right now, right? I don't see a timer. So if they just decide to hide, what's the killer going to do? Well, that's where the Dark Shard comes in. I believe that's what it's called. The Dark Shard is an ability that either side can obtain, and it basically reveals the other team. So if the other players are trolling the monster, all the monster has to do is obtain that shard, and he'll find all of them. And then he'll be able to down them. Yeah, it'll take a while, but that's actually just normal gameplay. It's normal gameplay for you to run around looking for them. Not defending anything, of course. All you have to do is attack, attack, attack. There's no other objective. It's very simple. So even if they are holding the game hostage, all you have to do is get that Dark Shard and continue doing what you were already doing. That's it. And as for Survivor, they can get the Dark Shard too. So if the monster is pulling some trickery and he's hiding in a corner, they'll be able to corner his ass too. Then there's this little ghost thing here. If you actually do die, you can come back to life. They don't actually show us that though. They talk about it. You can actually do the same thing when you're bleeding out on the ground. So you get hit twice, you go down on the ground, you start to bleed out. If someone picks you up, they can heal you, but your bleed out timer does not reset. If you only have 2 seconds left on your bleed out timer, when you get up, you'll have those same 2 seconds when you go back down, and you're basically just going to die right there. But while you're bleeding out, you can go into your ethereal form. You can astral project, just like in those awesome movies. When you astral project, you can go around the map and you can look for the Book of the Dead. And they don't show that part. We don't know what it looks like. We don't know how hard it is to find. We don't know how small or big it is, or how long it takes. Is it easy? I don't know. But if they give you the ability to look for the Book of the Dead before you actually die, I'm assuming it's incredibly hard to find, because that's really early to be looking for a revive. So that's what I'm thinking. Now, what else about the game? What about how much is this going to cost? How are they funding this? Well, the game's going to be free, I'm told, or read. The game's going to be free, and you can buy cosmetics with real money, or you can buy premium currency to purchase those same cosmetics or new characters. And that's basically it. You can earn in-game currency to unlock new characters, but you can always buy the premium currency, and that's just normal for free-to-play games. They have to fund their games somehow. Otherwise, a free-to-play game would just, die out because there's no funding, and the people who are developing those games are going to be homeless because they got nothing to pay the bills with. That's just how it works. I'm not going to complain with that until they get greedy, which is quite easy to become. And yeah, that's it. I'm really excited for this. Not a lot of people are talking about this game, and that's why I made this video. We have Jay, who used to be J-Roar. He made a video. We got somebody named Tootin. We got the TechSmith314TV. And here I am. The more people who talk about this, the better. I believe Space Coconut is going to be talking about it as well. Or already did. I kind of forgot. Space Coconut's awesome. Highly recommend checking out his channel. But yeah, the more people who talk about this, the better. The more widespread this becomes, the better. Dead by Daylight sucks because of the people who are developing it. The game is awesome. The people behind it are not. They have no competition, so they have no reason to improve their game. And a lot of people might be saying that. A lot of people might say that later. But the thing is, we can't treat this game like that. We cannot treat this new game as a way for Dead by Daylight to get better, because that's wrong. This is its own thing. And if it does actually compete with Dead by Daylight, if that does miraculously happen, we can't see it as just that. We have to see it for what it is. If we love it, we love it. If we enjoy it, we enjoy it. But there has to come a time that we don't compare the two. That they do become two separate entities, and we stop talking about the other one. Either we like it or we don't. I hope that I like it. I love the theme. I love the aesthetic. I like the ideas. We don't know too much about the other abilities for the other monsters. I didn't even touch on that. Oh, there's the Dark Shard. So you get 3 perks, maximum of 5 perks, I believe, with 30 perk points. And that's it. Each perk has 3 tiers. Level them up to max. Booyah, there's 1 perk. So there's a whole bunch of perks that you can probably use in different combinations. So yeah, what they are, I don't know. The Wart, all he seems to do right now is to armor himself up to protect from attacks. A lunge ability, and I think some sort of sonar. But what about Dollmouth? He'll be the trapper, I read. Placing traps, as that doll. I believe you can play it as the doll or Dollmouth. So I said I wouldn't do it, and we shouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it anyway for a, bigger clarification. Example, Dollmouth is kind of a mix. If I read it correctly, he's kind of a mix between the twins and the trapper. Place traps around the place, and you have your doll. And that sounds pretty powerful. I may be describing the character wrong, though. Then there's the werewolf. What the werewolf can do, I don't know, but it is a werewolf, so I am kind of worried because it's just a werewolf, and this is just a fish monster. They're both creatures that walk on their hind legs with claws. They better be very different from each other and play different from each other, because just on base form alone, they're exactly the same. They run and they claw at you. But here's hoping that they're different. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Are you interested? I suggest, if you are, sign up for the open beta. Oh wait, I don't know if it's going to be an open beta. It's just a beta. You sign up for it. There should be a link, actually. Yep, there's the Discord. And then you can sign up for the beta on their website. I already did, and I'm on the Discord as well. And I suggest you do those things if you're interested. I'm excited. I don't know when the beta is. I hope I get accepted. If I do, I'll definitely be playing this on my channel. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, have a great day.